Now, Britain's longest-running pop band, The Searchers, are set to split up after almost 70 years of gigging. The group was formed in Liverpool by Mike Pender and John McNally in 1957 and shot to fame as contemporaries of the Beatles in the 60s. Their final show, this is amazing, will be at Glastonbury Festival in June.
Well, let's talk to singer and bassist from The Searchers, Frank Allen, who's here. What a pleasure to see you, Frank.
Thank you for having me.
It seems a shame that it's got to all end.
We've tried to end 4 times. We've done 4 final tours. Well, this one will be the 4th. We tried to end
You're worse than Elton John.
Sorry?
You're worse than Elton John.
I know, and he's doing it a lot more comfort than we did it. No, we've had a great time, but no, we thought it was about time. That was 2019, and then after COVID hit, so we ended at a good time, really, because it would have had to stop anyway. And then I was talking to our agent, and we've often talked about, oh, what if you did one more? So one day I said, OK, well, let's do it. And, you know, it was so much fun. It was absolutely fantastic. We found a joy in the whole thing that we hadn't had a long, long time, and it was brilliant. So we loved that one so much that they talked us into doing another one the next year, and that was going to be it. And we said, no more, unless something really big comes up that we can't turn down.
Glastonbury.
Yeah.
I mean, what's that feel like? I mean, how do you feel about that? I mean, even after all your experience, Glastonbury is the granddaddy of all gigs.
Yeah, it is big. We've done a few big ones. We did 2 days at Wembley Stadium once, 80,000 people on each of 2 days.
Wow.
Cliff's 30th anniversary. I think some of the people came to see Cliff.
Well, they might have done.
I'm sure they wouldn't have done.
The weird thing about The Searchers, because you've been around for such a long time, there's a whole swathe of the population who don't necessarily know the band, but they do know the songs.
They do. You sing Sweets for My Sweet or Needles and Pins or When You Walk in the Room is the one. That wasn't the biggest, but that's the one that gets everyone going in the show. Always goes after Needles and Pins. It's such a classic Jackie DeShannon song. There's Sugar and Spice.
Sugar and Spice and all
What Have They Done
nice?
to the Rain? Don't Throw Your Love Away. It's brilliant.
Love Potion number 9.
Love Potion. Biggest hit we ever had in the States, that one.
Wow.
Went to number 3 in America.
I mean, that's the thing, breaking the States was... Because, I mean, the band did, like, the Ed Sullivan Show and all this other...
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, I know the Beatles very famously did it, but, I mean, that's huge.
Well, the things were pretty big at the time. You know, thanks to the Beatles, they kicked all the doors down. Without them, the story would have been so different. So we got a lot to thank them for. And, yeah, the opportunity was there. America was suddenly opened up to British bands that had never happened before. And we got along for the ride.
Yeah.
Can I just
what
ask,
a ride.
I mean, it is an amazing career, and the music industry notoriously isn't the cuddliest of places to work in. How have you survived for so long? I mean, you know, fallouts and touring.
We've had it all. Well, you survive because you're in a business that, when it's going great, is the best kind of job you could ever have. You do have fallouts because it's a bit like a marriage as well, and you see too much of each other, and we've had that. So you try and get over those things. And of course, the worst thing is travelling up and down the motorways. That's what stopped us more than anything. Because just getting on stage, you get on stage, the buzz is still there. I mean, I'm an old ham. I just love that. I always hated going into recording studios because you spend all day going over and over things. Some people love it. I didn't. I got bored out of my mind. Go on stage, every 3 minutes, someone tells you you're wonderful and applauds you.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's the thing, isn't it? It's the audience and the fact that you produced all this stuff that the audience has loved and still loves. It's very rare now that you get pop music which lasts for such a long time.
And it's a very wide age range that we've got as well, because when we made it big, we were the clean-cut lads, and so the teenagers loved us, the parents loved us, and now their grandkids love us. And we could work if we wanted to work. If we didn't want to give up, we could work till we dropped dead on stage.
And is that how you would like to go out?
As long as it's painless. But to do Glastonbury, we couldn't just do Glastonbury. We've had to fit probably the shortest tour we've ever done, so that we can get match fit and do the shows again. Because it's amazing what you forget. After a year, you forget the arrangements. And, of course, when you go on stage, you might extend the arrangements, change things here and there. So you have to relearn all that. So before Glastonbury, we've got an 11-day run of shows all around the country, mostly in the north. But, all of you people, if you haven't got tickets for Glastonbury, that sold out in about a couple of hours.
It really does.
You better check our website and get to some of the others so that we can say a goodbye.
I was going to say, because it's not an easy thing to do, is it? It takes a toll on younger people, never mind.
Well, it's not an easy thing
slightly
to...
mature gentlemen.
It's not an easy thing to do because of our ages.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 81 now.
Wow.
Grief.
That's amazing.
And John McNally is 83, he'll be coming up to 84. And that's, no matter how well you look after yourself, 83 is still 83, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you're doing well, though.
You are doing amazing. Quickly, Frank,
very quickly.
Do you ever see this happening again? Bands like yourself and the Rolling Stones from that era lasting, having that longevity?
Well, I don't know. They expect to go on in stadiums these days, and they won't do the little. See, we spent a lot of years treading the boards, doing the clubs, and very bad. We had to cut our budget down, all that. They can't do that now.
No, I'll tell you what, Frank, it's a joy to see you. Thank you very much indeed.
Good luck at Glastonbury.
Yeah, indeed. Now that is it from breakfast, but Saturday.